Coach Don Harrison, boy, and graciously, I appreciate you coming to join us after a very tough night. Conference opener for the Hounds, and it didn't go according to plan. Played a pretty good football team, and they just had a lot of weapons tonight. Talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, they have a lot of guys that can, have a lot of speed.
Yes.
They spent the last, 6 years in 5A, so they've seen the other speed, and they've got some great weapons, and they've got some big linemen, and,
yes.
they had a great push tonight, and that was the thing that makes it tough. It makes it tough when their front, they had 6 offensive linemen on the field at all times. 53 played tight end.
Right.
So, they bring him in, and they did a good job of getting a great push on us, and we weren't able to, find the ball at times, and they did a good job of getting in there, and then they'd leak out, or they'd get in there and they'd cut back, and, it was tough tonight. It was tough.
Well, 24, played a little quarterback, running back, mostly at quarterback. I'm just telling you, that kid was just, he's 200, I don't know, 225 pounds, 5'7", 225. That kid was just very hard to tackle.
Yes.
He was hard to tackle. Good football player.
Good football player. They got some great football players, and, they had a great scheme, and, their fronts on both sides, whether it was their offensive line or their defensive line, their fronts won the game tonight.
Absolutely.
And they did a really good job, and, it is what it is, and we've got to go back, and we've got to look at what we made mistakes on, and we got to bounce back, and we got, Lone Oak coming to our home next week, and we got homecoming and all that going on, so we just got to bounce back, and we've got to make plays.
Coach, there's no doubt about it. I mean, you go through and it's a tough loss for us, but any loss is a tough loss.
Oh, yeah.
Any loss is a tough loss because you don't sit out, you don't prepare, and you don't work hard to try to lose a football game.
Right.
But it just happens. We talked about it on the broadcast. It just happens from time to time, and you get disappointed. It makes you want to work a little harder.
Yeah.
It makes make your kids want to work. We're going to work hard to win, and we're going to work hard to lose. We'll be better. We're going to get better for Lone Oak. Still tons of things to play for. I mean, even conference championships are,
Oh, yeah.
But we've got a tough football game this coming Friday night.
Oh, yeah. Lone Oak's good. Lone Oak's good. There's a lot of good teams in our conference, and, to see, Heber Springs is playing well. Lone Oak, and the CAC, they're a wild card.
And Stuttgart's always, they're Stuttgart.
Yeah.
Maybe a little down, but they're still Stuttgart.
CAC and Helena, and Stuttgart's a little down, but they got a lot of tradition there, and they're still a good team. But, CAC and Helena, they're the wild card in this conference because we don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
And, going into this game, we didn't know much about these guys, and we know a lot more about everybody else and who they have and all of this stuff because you're around all that more, and that's the thing about CAC that makes them so, they're a wild card. They're going to be tough because we don't know much about them. I'm glad we have them late. We'll get some film on them and, have a plan of what's going on. But, Helena and CAC, that's what they're kind of different because they're new to our conference, and no one really knows much about them.
I want to say this, and I think you'll agree with me. Our kids played hard. Yeah. We still played hard. And, Coach, if they're playing hard and they're doing all we can do, that's all you can ask for.
And that's what I told them when we went into this game. I mean, these guys played Forest City last week and lost by 1 point. Right. And Forest City's a darn good football team. Good 5A team. They're a good 5A football team, and I thought these guys had them beat.
Right.
And they made a couple of, just a couple of mistakes down the stretch cost them the game versus Forest City. So, our kids knew going in they had speed, and they knew going in their line was big and strong. So, but again, we told them after the game, the effort was there.
Right.
The effort was there. Kids were diving, trying to make tackles, and we were trying to do everything we could. But, this just, it was tough tonight. It was tough.
Coach, it wasn't our night, but I appreciate you making your way up here and going after a loss like this, a conference loss. But, hey, let's get back to work. We'll be ready to go Friday night.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
The Coach Report brought to you by Subway in the new Walmart Supercenter. Join us next week, Newport and Lone Oak.